the Florida Podcast Network, the voice of Florida.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
And good morning, everybody, and welcome to Beach Talk Radio. Today is Friday, September the 6th, and we are broadcasting live from our brand new studio off the beach for this Friday. And I want to let you know today's episode is being sponsored by IT Pros. Founded on Fort Myers Beach Island, IT Pros provides computer services to businesses and homes across Southwest Florida. They do cover it all, from telephone systems to firewalls, network security, smartphone, audio, and video systems to servers and technical support. Chris has a small and dedicated team which allows them to provide personalized technology solutions for your business or your home. Call today, 239-314-0230. That's 239-314-0230. Or visit them online at islandproit.com. That's islandproit.com. Our topic today is a special event coming up on the beach on Friday night, November the 8th, called Beach and Brews. The craft beer event is a fundraiser hosted by the Friends of Lovers Key. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Welcome and Discovery Center at Lovers Key. Tickets are $50, $75 for VIPs, and you can purchase them right now at eventbrite.com. The event will include Chris Whitten and Dan Andrews from the Captains for Clean Water Group. And joining me on the phone this morning to talk about the event are Megan Allers and Debbie Voorhees, the organizers. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So who wants to start? We have a bunch of questions about the event. What is Beach and Brews?
Okay, I'll go ahead and start, Ed. Thanks for having us. You kind of summed it up in a nutshell. We created the Beach and Brews event as a fundraiser for Friends of Lovers Key, also known as FOLK, to highlight and fundraise for our Welcome and Discovery Center, which is breaking ground later on this winter. And to kind of start to create some new different events for the park so that we could kind of cast a broader net and bring more people in and see what the park is all about.
My understanding is this is the first year for the event, right?
It is. So it's the first year for the event. And actually, I was with Debbie. We were at another event there at the park on the South Beach. And the two of us were kind of standing there talking, and I said, gosh, this is such a great space. We should really be doing some sort of beer event down here. It would be a great space for it, right near the water. You can't get better scenery than that, and that's kind of how the idea was born.
Oh, yeah, you can never go wrong with beer.
Exactly. And then Megan and Dan, her husband, had to research by going to visit all of the craft breweries, which was a terribly hard job, and she really had to twist his arm hard to get him to go and do that every weekend. And we really appreciate all of their research.
Yeah. Anybody who knows Dan knows that, having to have him go have a beer is a tough thing. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to let this divert into taking shots at Dan, who's not here to defend himself. But who are some of the craft breweries that are going to be in attendance at the event?
Great question. We're so lucky in this area. We have so many great breweries that are popping up all over the place. And right now we have 7 local breweries that are joining us. We're still working with a couple more past that. We always have room for more. So the ones that we have right now that are joining us are Millennial Brewery, Momentum Brewery, Riptide Brewing Company, Fort Myers Brewing Company, Naples Beach Brewery, Coastal Days Brewery, and Big Blue out in Cape Coral. So we've got a really healthy mix of great people coming out to help us out for this fundraiser.
So where are the breweries going to be set up? If you go into the park, now I've run the race down there several times, Debbie, where will the folks be able to see where everyone's set up once they get there?
Well, they're going to be right on the beach. There's a turnaround for the trams. and we're going to be setting up right around the rim there. And then the food trucks will be in that driveway area. The gazebo will be set up for VIP, and then there'll be a whole area that will be roped off on the beach for people to congregate and walk around and sample all the different types of beer.
Cool. So I'm glad Millennial's going to be there. We're going to be doing a special show there tomorrow, 1 o'clock, after our regular show at 9 o'clock. So we'll be able to talk it up again tomorrow afternoon at 1.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome. Yeah, they're a great group over there. Kyle's been a great help.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff for the community, too, so it's nice to see them involved. What has the response been so far? I can't imagine anybody would be anything other than excited about a craft brew event.
Well, for sure, every brewery that we have talked to, the employees are already all signing up to work that evening. But the reception has been really good. It's it's an exciting event to have down there at the beach, and people are excited to get to know more about what we're doing at Lover's Key.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of craft beer events. It seems to be a really popular thing to do these days, especially in fundraising. But a lot of other groups can have events, but we've just got this amazing location, and you'll be able to sip your craft beer and toast sunset right at the beach. So it's going to be a really special time.
So the $50 of entry fee and the $75 VIP, is that just the entry fee, and that goes toward the Lover's Key, the Friends of Lover's Key, or do you get something when you get in?
I'll let you take that one, Megan.
Sure. So the $50 general admission is going to give you tasting from all the breweries. We are going to have some additional things available to them. We have a couple food trucks that are coming out to join us. As well as some flags that'll be available for purchase, which we're working on right now. And they'll get a souvenir cup with their tasting as well.
So let's talk about Lover's Key a little bit, Deb. There's a lot of things going on down there, a lot of fundraising, a lot of changes. Where do you want to start?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess first and foremost, I'm now in charge of fundraising. I've accepted a promotion, and I actually have a paid gig down there. Full time, and we've brought in some new board members. We've expanded our board to include a lot more people in the community that have some great energy and ideas. And we've worked really hard this summer to narrow the gap on the money that we need for the new Welcome and Discovery Center. And golly, I mean, we've knocked out a third of our cash needs. So we're really excited. I mean, this project's definitely going to happen. And we're still working to do more fundraising in the coming months. And by the time the building opens next fall, it's just going to be an amazing facility for the community.
What is the total amount that you're trying to raise?
It was $1.5 million. And when I came on board, it was about an $850,000 gap of what they needed. And in the past few months, we've managed to narrow that down to about $600,000.
Cool.
So I've had a really busy summer, and I've had a lot of help from some really great people, and I'm just super excited. We've got some projects on the future that's going to help broaden our exposure. We're in negotiation to do a documentary film on PBS that'll be broadcast throughout the state, and it'll be streaming on pbs.org. That's probably going to kick off soon, and it will be shown in the spring of 2020 on PBS. So that's really going to help us get the word out, too, and so more people can appreciate and hopefully donate to the Welcome and Discovery Center.
Now, this might sound like a silly question, but Lover's Key is still part of Fort Myers Beach, isn't it?
It's a gray area. Technically, it's part of Bonita Springs, but when the park was born 21 years ago now, they were given the option of choosing which post office they went to, and the park manager at the time chose Fort Myers Beach. So we have a Fort Myers Beach post office box, and we're really closer to Fort Myers Beach, but we're technically in Bonita Springs.
Technical enough, so it sounds like it's part of the beach.
Yeah, but we're part of the beach. I mean, we're a lot of us are beach people, and we bring our beach culture down to the park.
What about the
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Megan.
No, I was saying absolutely.
Cool. So what about the Welcome Center, Deb? What can people expect to see when that opens? What are the plans? What is going to be put in there? Where's it going to be when you pull in the park?
When you pull in the park, just before you come to our main parking lot, there's a little gap there with a footbridge, and that's a spot where you can see manatees in that little inland waterway. Just across that footbridge is where the new building's going to be. If you're a runner or a biker, when you go to the back parking lot near the trailhead, it would be on the southern side of the trailhead parking lot. It's going to be about 4,000 square feet. The building's beautiful. It's very iconic. The pillars are going to be cast to look like mangrove roots, and the building's very kind of 50s, mid-century modern with big glass walls and balconies surrounding. One side of the building is going to be an exhibit that's designed by the same company that designed the exhibit at Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge on Sanibel, a company called Split Rock Studios in Minnesota. And then the other side of the building is going to be this beautiful community room that will be available for meetings and events, and we're going to use it as a classroom space. We're expanding our partnerships right now with FGCU, and we hope in the future that we'll also have classes that will be taught there and lectures either from campus itself or from the Vester Station right down the road. So the possibilities are endless, and the facility is just going to be amazing. And one of the things that we're trying to get out right now to the community is that this isn't our building, this isn't our park, this park belongs to everyone. So we want everyone to know that we want to put programs in there that they find meaningful. We want to have events there that they find fun. We're starting a new park right now, and we want everybody to be a part of it.
And for anybody just joining us, we're talking with Debbie and Megan from Fort Myers Beach about the Lover's Key event coming up on Friday, November the 8th. It's called, I want to make sure I get it right and not say the wrong thing. What are we calling it? It's called Beach and Brews. That's what we're calling it.
That's correct.
November
Beach
the 8th.
And Brew.
$50 for a ticket, $75 if you want to be in the gazebo where the VIPs will be hanging out, and you can get all your tickets now on eventbrite.com. Are you selling tickets anywhere else?
We're probably going to be selling them. We're in the midst of expanding our partnership with FGCU, and I've actually just Wednesday was talking to a class called the Principles of Civic Engagement, and it's a class that you need to take for honors graduation. And we're discussing with those kids, they're probably going to come and work the event, and they'll probably also sell tickets on campus to people that are 21 or older. And then we're going to print some tickets out and sell them in the community. So if you know a board member from Friends of Lovers Key, you can ask them, and I'm sure that they'll be able to get you a ticket, or they can direct you to where you can get one.
Now, Megan, can you talk a little bit more about the food trucks? Do you know which food trucks are going to be there yet, or are you still trying to get them together? I'm sure there's going to be a wide variety of different types of food.
And actually, we have two great food trucks that are going to be there for the evening. We're working with the Dog House, which is here on Fort Myers Beach. They've done quite a few things for our community, and there are a couple of great guys there. So the Dog House will be there, as well as Cajun Gringos, which has a great following through all of the breweries. And both teams are really excited to be there. They've been really instrumental on giving us some great pointers about food trucks and how they kind of work with events like this. So I'm really excited to have both there.
Now, what about...
I'm excited to have Reuben balls.
What about the
Doghouse Reuben balls are amazing.
What about the guys from Captains for Clean Water? What will they be doing there? Will it be set up with a table or a booth or something to spread the word?
Yes. They're setting up, and they'll be available to talk with the guests. They'll have some of their merchandise, and they're also going to be functioning as judges in a beer competition, which was their idea, and we were happy to oblige. They're participating not as a co-sponsor, but because, as they progressed as an organization, part of their mission is to impact education in our region and hopefully nationally on water quality issues and water sciences. And since so much of what we're doing in our new Welcome and Discovery Center is going to involve water education, particularly with K through 12 students, we asked them if they'd like to participate, and they said that they would, and we're excited to have them.
So what's the beer contest all about?
I think it's just going to be they'll sample beers and we'll crown one of our beers. We don't really know. Megan and I need to talk about maybe we can have several categories, but it's just an excuse for us to have some
more
fun
beer.
drinking beer.
Yeah. So we imagine that we'll have a couple categories and various prizes for the ones that are crowned winners, but it's just an exciting way for the brewers to get fired up and a little bit of friendly competition in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there anything?
So, we can have a sour, an IPA. Who knows? The field's open.
Tough job to work on. It's a tough project to work on, I'm sure. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything else about the event that we missed that you want people to know about?
Not that I can think of. I think that we were going to ask you a question, Ed.
All right.
We were going to. Ed, we wanted to know if you would like to be a beer judge that evening.
Well, I'll have to think about that. Sure. Of course.
We figured you'd be a shoo-in, but,
Absolutely.
You have the skills.
I might even be able to find one other person. You know who I mean. Awesome.
Well, we've got a long and a short list on that. Quite a few volunteers.
Yeah, I'm sure. So Megan, let everybody know one more time where and when and all the details about getting tickets.
Sure. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
In back there. So the event is Friday, November 8th. VIP opens at 5 p.m. General admission opens at 6. And the event will be going until 9 p.m. At Lover's Key State Park, Bonita Beach Road. The actual check-in will be at the concessions parking lot, and then they will take the tram down to the beach and start enjoying their beer event.
Absolutely.
I was just going to say, tickets can be purchased on eventbrite.com. We are sharing it on Facebook as well, so if everybody would take that and share it for us and get the word out. We're just really excited to make this a big community event, and I hope everybody will come out and join us.
Absolutely. And 5 p.m. for VIP, that will mean that you'll be able to toast the sunset from the gazebo. And I think they also, do they get an ale trail passport, the VIP?
We are still working on that, but we definitely are going to have some VIP flags for them.
Okay, so come out and get some swag, meet the captains for clean water, and enjoy some delicious food truck food.
Well, awesome, ladies. Appreciate you guys always coming on the show, and we'll be sure to talk about the event right up until the day it happens.
Okay,
awesome. Thanks for having us, Ed.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us.
Good luck with everything, and we will see you on the beach.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right, and today's episode, folks, is also sponsored in part by Pete's Time Out, the Saturday morning home base for Beach Talk Radio, which, as you know, has the best breakfast on the beach. Don't forget, happy hour at Pete's includes 10 wings for $8 and a quarter pound of peel and eat shrimp for $14.99. Tonight in Times Square, you can check out High Tide. Tomorrow night, it's Double Standard. That's the entertainment at Times Square. Pete's Time Out, right in the heart of Times Square on Fort Myers Beach. Check them out online at pete'stimeout.com. They're also on Facebook, and the hours are 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday, and 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Tomorrow morning, we are back at Pete's Time Out for our live 9 a.m. show. We know we're going to be talking about turtles and talking about manatees tomorrow. That is for sure, after both topics came up at the council meeting this week. Our guest tomorrow will be Nancy McPhee from the Lee County Visitor and Conventions Bureau to discuss the upcoming Island Hopper Songwriter Festival. That's only a few short weeks away, and we are going to have tickets to give away to the Island Hopper Festival. We'll tell you more about that tomorrow morning. And also, Dan Moser is joining us from Bike Walk Lee. We'll be broadcasting live at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from Millennial Brewing. That is in downtown Fort Myers. They have a really cool place there, and we have some interesting stuff going on there at Millennial Brewing. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but our morning show is at 9 o'clock tomorrow live from Fort Myers Beach. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. Check us out on Facebook. And you can also check us out on beachtalkradio.com, an easy way to listen to our show, or you can listen on our app. Just download it from the App Store. Thanks a lot for listening to our special Friday show, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.